And Mike McDaniels is probably like, if you mess with my boy, your dad's going to know everything. So let me ask you something. Is there anything better than a ride or die best friend? You know, that one dude who's got your back no matter what. The one who is ready to throw down during a bar fight. Guy who will show up with a six-pack just to hang out and talk about absolutely nothing. And if you're the Miami Dolphins head coach, Mike McDaniels, your ride or die is none other than comedian Dan Soder. And these two legends have been best friends since like the 7th grade. Now sure, they might have went down completely different career paths. I mean, one is trying to build an NFL franchise, while the other is doing killer stand-up sets and touring across the globe. But those different paths don't stop them from hanging out or being the best wingman for each other. Now, the other day I was on a walk, just trying to clear my head, get out in front of the camera, and just enjoy the last bit of PA weather I got left. Now, like I usually do, I'm catching up on podcasts, listening to things. And that particular day, I was listening to Soder's podcast, but then he dropped a story that really caught me off guard. And as it goes, his buddy Mike McDaniels, well, he took their BFF friendship to a whole nother level.
My best friend when this happened was Mike McDaniel, who is currently the head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
So here's the setup. Picture middle school Dan Soder. He's in 8th grade, and he's in one of these serious middle school relationships. And he was probably thinking she's the one. But he was only 13. I mean, we're talking pre-algebra romance here. But she didn't exactly feel the same way. Turns out she was playing the field and messing around with a few other guys.
The girl that crushed my heart in 8th grade, that cheated on me in 8th grade.
And what makes it even better was this girl came from a super religious family and was not allowed to date, like at all. So here's poor middle school Dan, heartbroken, realizing his middle school soulmate is out there two-timing him.
Cheated on me.
No! I'm sorry about that.
I didn't even get her.
Oh my God.
2 other guys that were better at football. Not at the same time.
Now enter Mike McDaniel, and he sees his buddy crushed, thinking, I've got to do something. And what does he do next? Oh man.
So she was like very religious family, so she wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend. So check this out. So what a ride or die move for McDaniel, and he saw how fucking crushed I was. Mm-hmm. So he called her house, and there was no cell phones, it's all landlines, and he left a message on her parents' answering machine where he went, "Hi, your daughter has a boyfriend." That's right. I remember he goes, "That's right. Your daughter has a boyfriend who she cheated on and got and like lays it out to the point where I'm like, at first I'm like, no. And then I'm like,
Thank you.
And he like leaves this message, drops the phone, right?
So you're telling me Mike left this voicemail for this girl's dad? Her dad? And he basically outed her entire secret dating life. I mean, for real, that's your boy right there. And Mike McDaniels is probably like, if you mess with my boy, your dad's going to know everything, ho. I mean, I could imagine having a friend that would expose my ex to her dad. That's loyalty, man. Oh, but the story doesn't end here. Oh no. After the phone call, the boys went out, doing middle school things, causing a little chaos. But later that night, when they got back to Dan's place, the whole plan backfired.
Dude, we get home, and my mom is like, "What did you do?"
Oh,
and I was like, "What?" They traced the call. Mr. called, "You are never allowed to talk to her again. He has blocked our number. You're never allowed to call her again. They need an apology." Like all this shit. And I took it. I didn't make my friend apologize. Mike was, he taught me a little thing about being a team player that day. Mm-hmm. Shout out Mike McDaniel.
Now, Soder ended up taking the heat for his boy. And Mike's probably over there laughing, just grinning, thinking about how much he stirred that pot.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Now, I'm sorry. If that's not ride or die, I don't know what is. I mean, future comedian Dan Soder got his heart stomped on. And then you have future NFL head coach Mike McDaniels out there running interference. This time they were exposing a middle school hussy to her entire family.
We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Sometimes that's what friendship is. Having your boys back, even if you're going to be grounded for life. Now, Mike and Dan will probably go down as the type of friends who will be messing with each other and having each other's backs all the way to the nursing home.
You crazy, Ray. Yeah. Fran. Yeah. We Knicks.
And finally, shout out to Dan Soder and Mike McDaniels for setting the gold standard on friendship. We all need a type of friend who would make that call for us. And honestly, wouldn't we have our friends back like that too? And I mean, if that's the standard, I got some shitty friends. And as always, guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is a little bit different, a lot less serious than my last couple videos. I want to make something funny, have a little bit of fun with this. But this type of story just shows that friendship is awesome. And man, just because you take different career paths, don't mean you can't just still hang out. Now, if you guys want to hear more stories like this, how about hitting that subscribe button, or at least a thumbs up? Well, that's all I got for you guys today. But as always, I'll see you next time.